Hello there. Welcome to another episode of What's the Right Word? In our day to day life, we come across different kinds of people. நம்மளோட தினசரி வாழ்க்கையில் பலதரப்பட்ட மக்களை நம்ம சந்திக்கிறோம். சந்திக்கிறோம்னு சொல்கிறத விட நம்ம எதிர்கொள்கிறோம். They could be our neighbors, colleagues, friends, acquaintances, or maybe just strangers that we encounter at a public place like a bank or a bus stop and so on. Each person would have a unique personality. But it would be difficult to understand about someone's personality or character unless we spend a considerable amount of time with them. ஒருத்தர் கூட கொஞ்ச நேரம் செலவு பண்ணால் தான் அவங்களுடைய கேரக்டரோ இல்லை பர்சனாலிட்டி பற்றி நம்ம புரிஞ்சிக்க முடியும்.
என் கேரக்டரையே புரிஞ்சுக்க மாட்டேங்கிறேன்.
In the English language, we have certain words to describe people who possess certain traits or characters. In this video, we are going to look at 5 such words that describe personality types and learn how to use them. Alright? வாங்க. சரியான ஜால்ரா பார்ட்டி அப்படின்னு தமிழ்லையும் பூட் லிக்கர் அப்படின்னு இங்கிலீஷ்லையும் சில பேரை நம்ம குறிப்பிடுவோம். We generally confer this title to people who we think will go to any extent or will do anything just to gain a favor. One of the methods that they use to gain such favors is by flattering their bosses or someone who's in a position of authority. இந்த மாதிரி வெக்கமே இல்லாமல் காரியம் ஆகிறதுக்காக தர ரேஞ்சுக்கு குனிறது தான் இங்கிலீஷில் சிக்கஃபேன்சி அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். And we call people who indulge in such kind of behavior as sycophants. The American pronunciation is sycophant and sycophancy. Kishore is a sycophant who will do whatever his manager says just for the sake of his promotion. The minister is surrounded by sycophants who are feeding her with wrong information. This word, as you might have noticed, is of French origin. This word is used to describe someone who likes to enjoy the good things in life, someone who wants to live or who likes to live life luxuriously. தமிழில் சொல்லுவோம்ல, எதை பற்றியும் கவலைப்படாமல் செலவை பற்றியே பார்க்காம நல்ல லைஃப்பை என்ஜாய் பண்ணுறவங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். கொலோக்கியலாக சொன்னால் நல்லா ஜல்சா பண்ணுறவங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல, அந்த மாதிரி ஆட்களை தான் நம்ம bon vivant அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். This is a French word. And obviously, the N at the end of BON should be pronounced with an O sound instead of with a definitive N. So, it is bon, and the T at the end of VIVANT is silent. And the N before T should also be pronounced with the O sound. So, the word is bon vivant. I know it's a bit tricky, but you could keep practicing it. So, bon vivant means a person who likes to enjoy life, lead a luxurious life going to fancy restaurants and parties, or in other words, someone who likes to enjoy life to the hilt. Fred used to be a bon vivant before getting married, but he has completely changed now. Being the bon vivant she spent all of her settlement amount within a year. A loose cannon is very dangerous. You don't know when it is going to fire or in which direction it is going to fire. கட்டுப்பாட்டில் இல்லாத ஒரு பீரங்கி ரொம்பவே ஆபத்தானது. எப்போ சுடும் எந்த பக்கம் சுடும் அப்படின்னே தெரியாது நமக்கு. அந்த மாதிரி தான் சில பேர் எப்போ என்ன பேசுவாங்கன்றதே நம்மளுக்கு தெரியாது. Someone who is very unpredictable or rash in the way that they behave or speak is usually referred to as a loose cannon. In most people's opinion, the former US President Trump is a loose cannon. We don't know how she is going to react to this news. She is a loose cannon. I'm sure most of us must have heard about Hitler and the Nazis. Norway was one of the countries that was occupied by Hitler before World War II. During the Nazi occupation, a government was set up in Norway by the Nazis with a person called Vidkun Quisling as the president. Quisling was executed after the war. However, his name outlived him and became the word to describe someone who is a traitor or who is treacherous. தமிழில் நம்பிக்கை துரோகம் பண்ணுறவங்கள எட்டப்பன் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, அதே மாதிரி இங்கிலீஷில் குவிஸ்லிங் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Right from the time he joined the party, I suspected he would be a quisling. There are many quislings among us, so let us not discuss this matter here. There are some people who are very good in certain areas, maybe in computer programming or in mathematics and so on. We call such kind of people as whiz kids, especially if they excel in a particular area at a very young age. சின்ன வயசுலேயே ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயத்தில் கணக்கில் இருக்கலாம், இல்லை அறிவியலில் இருக்கலாம், இதில் கெட்டிக்காரங்களாக இருக்கிறவங்கள நம்ம whiz kids அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Another word which is similar to whiz kids is prodigy. But I've usually seen the word prodigy being used in connection with the arts, like someone who is good in painting or playing the piano, and the word whiz kid in connection with something to do with science, like computer programming or something that brings financial gains. So you could use the word whiz kid or prodigy based on the context. Amelia is a computer whiz kid. She can write a program in minutes. They hired a financial whiz kid to head the company after it suffered heavy losses. Alright friends, let's do a recap of the words that we just saw. The first word that we saw was sycophant or sycophant. The second word was bon vivant. The third word was loose cannon. The fourth word was quisling. And the last word that we saw was whiz kid. Okay friends, there's a small quiz for you. There is a word that is used to describe a personality type that originated from Chennai during World War II. It was also used in the title of a Tamil movie that came out some time back. If you can figure it out, please post your answers in the comment section below. Okay friends, that brings us to the end of this video. உங்களுக்கு இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா please click on the like button below and share it with your friends, and please subscribe to our channel if you have not yet subscribed. So until we meet in the next video, ciao.